The FBI has arrested 3 alleged members of a white supremacist group on federal gun charges and other alleged crimes, according to people familiar with the matter.
The charges, expected to be unsealed Thursday, grew from an investigation of a somewhat new effort among online extremists who refer to themselves as the Base, which is the English translation of Al-Qaeda. According to experts who track hate groups, the Base promotes racist views and seeks to unite different hate groups in preparation for a race war.
At least one of the individuals was arrested in Maryland, these people said. Federal law enforcement officials moved on the trio partly out of concerns they might engage in violence at a gun rights rally planned for Monday in Richmond, these people said. The Virginia General Assembly's new Democratic majority is advancing several far-reaching bills that seek to restrict access to firearms.
4 firearms bills advance in Virginia's newly gun-free capital.
Virginia Governor Ralph Northam has declared a state of emergency ahead of the protests, temporarily banning weapons from the Capitol grounds, citing threats of armed confrontation and assault on our capital.
The governor's declaration means that from Friday evening until Tuesday night, firearms, sticks, bats, chains and other weapons will be prohibited on Capitol Square and throughout the Capitol complex.
Monday is the state's traditional citizen lobbying day, and gun rights groups are organizing a large demonstration to oppose the proposed legislation.
The rally has drawn interest from militias and extremist groups across the country, raising security concerns in Richmond.
Northam has asked non-essential state employees not come to work Monday, a state holiday during which legislative staffers would normally be on duty since the legislature is in session.
FBI investigating 1,000 white supremacist, domestic terrorism cases.
FBI Director Christopher A. Wray warned Congress in the fall that American neo-Nazis seem increasingly to be communicating with like-minded violent racists overseas, but he cautioned that those links so far appear more inspirational than organizational.
We are starting to see racially motivated violent extremists connecting with like-minded individuals online certainly, and in some instances, we have seen people travel overseas to train. Wray said.
In September, the FBI arrested an Army soldier who had hoped to join a militia in Ukraine, following the example of another former soldier who had done so.
Wray said that U.S. violent extremists still, by and large, lack organizational structure and direction, but that there are now individual terrorism suspects who travel overseas to get training, behavior similar to that of Americans inspired by the Islamic State or other groups.
We have seen some connection between U.S.-based neo-Nazis and overseas analogues. Wray said. Probably a more prevalent phenomenon that we see right now is racially motivated violent extremists who are inspired by what they see overseas.